Dylan Brown says, I'm going to watch from this platform tonight. He's on YouTube.
The YouTube.
Watching live from the Talking Beards YouTube page. Tonight, Tim Mullens is here.
All right. I think I did the Instagram thing.
Oh my gosh.
We're not getting crazy loop back. So it might be working.
Technology.
So, if anybody wants to go over to the Instagram and oh yeah, there's already people joining. Look at that. What's up, people over there?
This is great.
You ready?
Let's get to Tim Mullens.
Let's get to Mullens of the 10. Uh-oh. Ha. What are we doing? There we go. Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody, in Talking Beards world tonight? We have Tim Mullens on the show from the Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains. And, we're going to talk about the 6th annual Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains Bearded Mustache Contest and Charity Event. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. I'm over here. For some reason the screen did this and we are not the proper size and it threw me off, but we're good. We're here. We're going. We're on Instagram tonight. So yeah, all the good stuff going on tonight. What's up, Scott Sykora?
Oh, not much. I am Scott Sykora. I'm on this side. We got a bunch of people joining us already. Dan B's here and his newly trimmed beard.
Newly trimmed.
It looks like I robbed a bank tonight.
You're off to rob a bank tonight. That's what it looks like. I've grown.
See, I'm supposed to have eye holes right here.
Ooh, you should do that.
Cut. You should just get one of those masks and wear it. It's
all the
freezing
time
down here in Texas right now.
What's the temperature like in Tejas right now?
The temperature 46 degrees right now.
Well, it's 52 here.
Yeah, so
it's warmer.
Hey, Brad, what's it up in Detroit right now?
Probably like a degree. Like one singular degree up there.
Oh my gosh, Steve Pletcher's here.
Steve Pletcher, I talked to him earlier today.
Junior, don't
Junior.
Get
Sorry,
confused with senior.
The Steve Pletcher the third is a child and he drove.
In case anyone is wondering, my chair is still broke for the past year and a half, and I keep requesting that some Talking Beard fan get me a nice nude chair instead of me sitting here doing this like the whole entire show.
A nude chair?
Not a nude. Yeah, one that's totally naked.
You want a naked chair? Well, you can probably get one somewhere, sometime.
42 in Detroit, 30 in Massachusetts. It's crazy everywhere.
It is. There's we were watching the Weather Channel last night, and they were saying that there was some sort of weather alert in 49 out of 50 states yesterday. Guess the one state that didn't have a warning in it?
Alaska.
Nope. North Dakota.
Hawaii.
There was a major snowstorm going on in the Midwest, and North Dakota had no weather warnings.
Oregon.
You're an idiot. We already answered this question. There's a lot of comments going on, though. Kyle Waller's here.
Yeah, we got everyone.
Dan B's talk about rain.
But yeah, so everyone, welcome to Talking Beards. You guys can check us out over at talkingbeards.com if you guys want to just go right to the website. But you can't play with us in the chat room. So if you want to go play with us in the chat room, you got to go to either YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or X. Apparently, you can go to Instagram tonight.
You can go to Instagram and you can leave comments, but they won't pop up for us until later.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So they're not going to be in our cool little chat thing. But you know what you can do, Scott Sykora?
Chicken butt.
If you want to go get some beard products, you can do this.
Wait a minute. This is not right. This is totally back asswards.
I know that's why I let you. I knew it was backwards, and it felt wrong. That's why I stopped. So I was teeing it up for you.
This has to be the first time you've ever teed this up that I can think of.
Well, here we are. We're teed up.
Oh my gosh. See, this is where I take the swing.
Swing it.
Okay. So if you guys are looking for some great new products, or if you already have used some of the great products from Honest Amish and you want to order something without going to either Walmart, where else are we at?
Some Walgreens still, but mainly just, honestamish.com and amazon.com.
Yeah. So either one of those places. But if you want to go directly from Honest Amish, go to honestamish.com, fill that card up with all the great handmade, natural, organic products, and type in promo code Talking Beards, all one word, when you're checking out, and you will get 15% off your order. And if you order more than $35, you know what's going to happen, Aaron?
What's going to happen?
They're going to ship it to you for gosh darn free.
Wow. Golly gee. For free in the lower 48 United States.
Some might say wee. That's
wee
for
free.
Good job.
Our screen's looking like this.
And after you order, then what are you supposed to do?
You can go to the beard calendar.
That's exactly right, sir. Go to thebeardcalendar.com if you're looking for a beard competition to attend. If you have a couple extra bucks in your pocket and you want to help one of these great charity events out, and they happen to be occurring somewhere near you, or if you want to drive to one, this is the complete, concise list of all the different beard competitions going on worldwide. Most of them in the United States, though. So just go to thebeardcalendar.com. If you have an event that you want to get put on the beard calendar, there's a little box that pops up at the bottom right corner. Click on it, and you can submit your event there. So,
yeah, super easy. There we go. Fix the screen. Super easy. Yeah, like I said, bottom right corner says, oh, hey, or something like that. Just send me your information, and whatever information you want put on the calendar, that's where you submit it. Super easy. Yeah, whatever. So I get a lot of crazy stuff put in there sometimes. I don't put everything that people send me.
So I shouldn't submit that Scott's going to brush his teeth before bed tonight?
You can, and we could see what happens. Maybe it'll end up on the calendar.
Yeah, but then it'll be on the calendar for like an hour, and then it'll be off.
That'll be it.
Because I'm like old and I go to bed early.
Don't we
cutting into my sleep time right now.
But most importantly, Jeff Harris wants to know, did Scott call him a chicken butt?
I did.
There you go, Jeff Harris.
And Andrew writes, he goes, if you're planning a wedding, funeral, or bar mitzvah, refer to the beard calendar to schedule it around.
There you go.
And his Beard Zone always says, one great channel, please like and subscribe. That's what you got to do with this channel. So if you're on YouTube, yeah. So if you're over on YouTube, or if you're not on YouTube, go over to YouTube and like and subscribe over there. And make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications of when we go live, like I did a couple weeks ago, and I still have yet to get a notification that we ever go live.
You'll eventually get that notification that we're live. Eventually, probably.
Look who's here.
What's up, Big Rob?
Wow.
He's huge. He could pick you up and throw you far.
Jen parks instead of drives, but I mean, she says, hey, fellas.
Oh, what?
Oh, wow, that one went over your head.
It did.
Oh, my gosh. Come on, Brett.
Come on, Brett.
Hands yellow, heart red.
There you go. That's the greatest thing right there. Hands yellow.
Hands yellow.
Heart red. Red. Anyway,
yeah,
so what have you been up to this week, Scott Sykora?
Well, apparently not getting notifications, just like Jeff Harris.
I barely get them. I'll get the YouTube ones, but everything else, it'll be very sporadic.
Sporadic or sporadic?
Both.
Wow.
I know. Spores.
Let's see. Scott's been up to work, and I guess I can announce we didn't talk about this.
Breaking news?
I guess. I mean, I
Sure.
wasn't gonna say anything about it, but someone asked if I was gonna talk about it, so I guess I will. But,
Yeah.
trophies are down, trophies are packed, and other assorted things are getting packed currently. Um, and, for the remainder of the month after next week, I'll do a show, but the rest of the month, I will not be here. So I'm not sure if Aaron's gonna. I think he said he might do a show. Yeah, this is important breaking news.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm shocked
uh,
right now.
yeah, that I'm telling everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I won't be around for the last 2 Tuesdays of the month and maybe the first couple of February. So I may be missing for a prolonged period of time, but that's
But you will
everything's
return.
fine. Getting to a new studio that's not here in Texas, and we'll probably be back up in Chardon, which is where I am from. So if you were wondering, I am moving back to Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland does rock. Ken,
There's a
we're doing
museum
great.
there.
How are you?
What's up, Ken?
Yes.
So
this
yeah,
is
you're
right.
you're
Welcome
moving.
home. Yep.
You're going back to Ohio. Man.
My city was gone. It was a Pretenders song lyric.
Yeah, no, that
They're
was
from Akron.
you were all by yourself on that one.
No, I don't know. I think Tim's smiling down there. I think he got it.
Well,
Yes, he got it.
probably, but currently on the screen, you were all by yourself.
And I love you too, Brad. Yeah, because I need to be closer to Brad in case he needs me for the Great American, which is coming up. So in case he needs me for that, I'm coming back home. So
I think he was actually going to have you walk out with the cue cards, like the next category, and you have to wear Alan Eckert's high heels.
possibly, but as Andrew Matten says, this is about the same as LeBron returning to the Cavs. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Basically, Cleveland's favorite son is coming home.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Somebody looks like they want to be booted out down there. He's thumbed down in Cleveland or the Cavs.
Wow.
Oh, you can thumb down the Cavs.
No, he's thumbs up. He's thumbing up. He's thumbing up. You want to get into this thumbing?
Thumbing?
I mean, yeah, the thing with the thumbs. Do you want to get into that?
I don't know, but you can. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tim Mullens is giving you thumbs ups from the.
He's hitchhiking. He's trying to get a ride onto the show.
If you wanted to pick someone up that was thumbing for a ride.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Scott. Even though I said it backwards. Don't forget
there it is.
Nico.
Don't forget Nico. And Alan Eckert says that you can borrow his shoes.
You can borrow those darn shoes. So so I'll be heading back up there. So things are going to be a little crazy for me for probably the next month or so. So I may be popping in. I may not be here, but rest assured, once I get everything all situated with where I'm going to be doing the show from up there, then you'll have me back. But
how are you feeling about all this?
I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. Certain things I'm not feeling good about leaving down here, but it's part of life and stuff like that. But I'm excited to get out of Austin. That's pretty much it.
Bruno will miss you.
Yeah. Bruno B. Chardon has an opening as assistant sheriff with the passing of the world famous mini pony. It was inevitable. That is yes. Alan, yes, that is one of the plans.
He will definitely be there, Alan.
Yeah. So hopefully once I get back in Ohio, because I know there's a lot of comps. I mean, just as the same in Texas, it seemed like, man. So so speaking of this, You Matter 3, that is going to be one of my last events in Texas. And so I will be there. So come on. I mean, come to the beard competition, but if you want to say goodbye, come find us there. Aaron and I will both be there, and Natalie.
There you go. Yeah, Jacked Up Leatherworks will both be in attendance at You Matter.
Do you see that? I didn't say this, but
wow. I mean, A lot of people will probably agree, but a lot of people will also disagree.
Yes, that's
I thoroughly enjoy visiting Austin. I probably would not want to live there.
yeah. Austin is a good place to visit. It's
Yeah,
not a good place to live,
there you go.
in
And
my
now you know.
opinion.
Yeah, in your humble opinion,
Yeah,
Scott Sykora.
and yeah, good. It's not a goodbye. It's a see you later. So yeah, Ken, I will be there. You should bring a mustache because I mean, without a mustache, you're just a regular guy.
Yeah, you definitely should bring a mustache, Ken, for sure.
All right, Kyle. So what's up with you, Aaron? Come on. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
mean to dominate there, but
No, man, you did. I was glad. Usually it's
Mm.
Scott Sykora says I washed windows, the end, and then I gotta come up with some stuff. But no, I drove to we drove to Kentucky first to go see some family. Then we went to Murfreesboro, Tennessee for Beards for Autism at the Mayday Brewery. It was a really good event. Apparently, this is the third annual event that the brewery has put on for a bearding contest. It's the first time that Beard Mob Tennessee was involved. I think it was the Metropolitan Pogonography Society before, but I think that group's kind of doing other stuff now. I think they're eating, I don't know, snacks. I don't know, the snack club or something like that. Isn't that what they talked about? I don't know. Anyway, they're not doing beard stuff anymore. They're eating snacks. So
they're still trying to figure out how to spell the name of their club.
I'm still trying to say it. It's just the Nashville Beard Club. That's it. That's all that you can really refer to them as. But yeah, we went to that event at Mayday Brewery. It was a great time. Saw a lot of cool people. Went back to Kentucky. We went and saw more family. Went and ate some donuts, and then we got home, and voila, here we are, Scott Sykora, just in time for Talking Beards on Tuesday night.
But the big question is how did Natalie do with this for it being her first trip out? And I mean, everything sounded like she was doing good. She was having a good time.
She had a great time at the event. I think it might have been a little too soon for her to take a trip this long. I do believe it did wait. She was in pain when we got home. Let's just put it that way. And the traveling did seem to irritate some things, but overall she did okay. Not 100% obviously, but I think it was really important for her to get to that event and go be around her people and help with scoring and registration and go be involved. And she was definitely involved with the event, and everything went flawlessly as planned, as per usual when she's involved with an event. But yeah, everything went good and she had a good time. So the end. And we ate donuts. I said, yeah, we ate donuts and we brought some home.
No way.
I know, like a whole dozen of them.
Man, they don't even have donuts where you live. That's pretty cool.
Not here. They's got kind of like Pigeon Forge. We got Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts. And that's it. Womp womp.
Oh, I know. Oh, so we had this is a good one.
Wow.
We had catering from IHOP at work the other day, and they had these like they're like donut holes.
Okay.
Oh my Lord, these things were the most amazing things I mean, they were just crazy. They were so like fluffy and airy, and
You said they were at IHOP?
yeah. And but they were like, I mean, I'm sure they're on the menu. They have to be, but they came in this huge tin. There was probably like 100 of them, and then they came with like a caramel or caramel, depending on what side of the Mississippi you're on, dipping sauce, or like the white, I don't know what
Jeff
it is.
Harris says they're pancake holes.
You're a pancake hole, Jeff Harris. Oh my!
So they had some icing and stuff to dip them in.
Yeah, they were so good. They were so good. So next time you go to IHOP, because I know you guys like going there a lot, and it is a favorite after event stopping location for many of you guys that go to beard events.
It's a good one,
Yeah.
I mean, who else doesn't want to eat breakfast at 11 o'clock at night? Wow, you're wrong.
Did I share Scott? No, Scott's not shared.
No. There it is.
There.
The IHOP cinnamon dippers. Thank you for coming through, Andrew Matson.
We can always count on you, our fact checker.
He is the fact checker.
Oh my
or
gosh.
pancake puppies.
Your face is a pancake puppy.
All right. On that
Speaking
note,
of pancake puppies,
there you go. Yeah. Speaking of pancake puppies, sure. There we go. Yeah. I don't even know how to do that. Yeah, so here we go. So speaking of pancake puppies, tonight we have from the bearded villains of the Smoky Mountain bearded villains up there in the Smoky Mountains. We have the charity director, Mr. Tim Mullens, on the show, and he's going to talk all about the 6th annual Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains Beard and Mustache Contest and charity event. What's up, Tim?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Tim, I have one burning question right off the
Go
bat.
for it.
Why is it the Smoky Mountains? What is burning up there?
Smoky Mountains. That's a good trivia question. It actually comes from Cherokee, which means Shikanahay is the Cherokee word. It means land of blue smoke. That's what the original inhabitants called this area. So as we're actually a temperate rainforest. So we get a lot of rainfall and there's a lot of fog that rises up in between them. It's not a fog machine, contrary to what tourists want to think. We don't flip on a fog machine every so often. That's where it comes from, though. Cherokee, the Cherokee word Shikanahay means land of blue smoke.
There you go.
Aaron, that was a good question. Thanks
Like-
for making me ask that one.
Like Matthew McConaughey.
Hi.
That was good. So
I can't say all right. It's copyrighted.
nah, it's fine.
It depends on how you
just
say it.
did.
You just, yeah.
That's true. I just did, man.
Man, so yeah, Tim. So tell everybody, what got you into bearding and why are you here representing this club?
All right. Well, what got me into bearding was my whole family has beards. Actually, I'm one of the only few that in the entire family that doesn't have a full gray like Scott over there. My younger
Ooh.
brother is full gray like Scott, and I keep hoping to get there, but it never wants to come. But my whole family come from a long line of guys with beards, and they were the inspiration. And I moved down here about 15 years ago, and just was always looking for some way to kind of get involved and do something with the community, and just couldn't find it. One day someone said, "Hey, one of those guys from Bearded Villains was in our bar tonight." I said, "What's Bearded Villains?" And they said, "It's a charity group that, a bunch of guys that have beards, but we do a lot of charity work." I said, "Well, tell me more." Ended up hooking up with the guys, and it's been a great journey so far, and something that I'm super proud to be a part of. We do a lot of good.
When did that journey start for you?
That would have been 2 years. I'm coming up on my second year here. So
Yeah. Congratulations on that.
So your second year, but this event that we're going to be talking about tonight is the first event that you've actually put together on your own. How did all that come about?
Well, I can't say on my own. I do have a whole charity committee, a group of guys that just support and pitch in and do whatever needs to be done. And I couldn't do it without them. Those guys are amazing. But it happened because we when our old charity directors. I'm back.
Whoops. Sorry.
Back.
Yeah, that was
I
my
think
fault.
I'm back.
You are.
It's okay. Am I back? That's okay.
You are.
Okay, yeah. So our previous charity director, who did a fabulous job, Shane, he stepped down. He needed some time to do his own thing, and I had already been on the charity committee before that. The guys voted me in, and which was a complete honor, especially being the short time that I've been in there, been in the group. But I've really given it everything that I can, and like I said, I've got a great group of guys that are supporting me behind this, and we're just trying to do some good in the community, guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously you're doing it. I mean, this is your 6th anniversary of being an organization up there, so you've done at least 6 years of good work up there.
Yeah, sure. 2018 is when we started. Today is actually the actual birthday of Smoky Mountain Villains. Our chapter charter date is today on the 9th, and but we're having the event on the 13th because more people can come on a Saturday, so it just makes sense.
Makes sense to me. So let's just let's get into this thing. So let's start off.
All right, let's talk.
What are we doing this event for? And yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay. So our event this year is going to be supporting the Isaiah 117 house. Isaiah 117 house was started by a lady named uh, Rhonda Paulson here in Tennessee, and it's grown to 11 different states with over 50 different locations. It's an amazing thing. My first experience and the first time I touched base with them was actually at the 5-year event last year. And we had some volunteers that came in and spoke about what Isaiah House is and what they do. And I tell you, even hearing it secondhand, it was enough to be heartbreaking. These guys really step up. The volunteers at Isaiah House step up day or night, anytime. It doesn't matter. They answer the call. And they really just show up for these kids and lavishly love on them. That's their like key phrase is lavishly love. What has to possibly be the worst day in a child's life, being removed from their home by the Department of Children's Services or anything like that, whatever it's called in your state. And then oftentimes they're just taken straight to those offices, the government office. It's very sterile. It's very bureaucratic. They don't have anywhere to sleep. There's no beds in a government office. There's no place to shower. There's no place to get a hot meal. And often they have to wait in those conditions in a lot of places until someone steps up as a foster parent and says, we'll take this child in. We will bring them into our home and give them a place to stay. And to me, that was just kind of heartbreaking to hear the first time. And to hear Rhonda's story, especially, how, they were looking to just be adoptive parents. They weren't looking to foster. They were looking to just be adoptive parents. And the Department of Children's Services called and said, we've got this baby here and we don't have anywhere to put it. We don't have anywhere to take it. Can you take it? And she just felt led, by her God, whatever, that, this is the right thing to do, and his name was actually Isaiah. And in the Bible, I guess Isaiah 117 is the verse that says, champion the orphans and the widows. It tells us that, to take care of our community, to take care of those who can't take care of themselves in our community. And so she asked the person that night, she talks about it in her book. She's wrote a book. We're going to have a signed copy of it here for auction at the event. But you don't have to have the signed copy. To read it. It's an amazing story. And she just asked, well, what would happen if we hadn't said yes? And they said pretty much, this child would have just been taken to a sterile office, a blank slate of a experience, until we would have been able to find someone. And she said, well, what if there was a home? And that's the name of the book. What if there was a home? What if there was a place where these children could be brought between being removed from their previous home and their placement in foster care, where they could just be, they could get a hot meal. They could sleep in a bed. They could come in with a trash bag full of their clothes and leave with a suitcase. I mean, that to me is amazing. The fact that most of the time these kids leave their home with just a trash bag full of whatever they can grab in a few moments. The caseworker shared that night they told Rhonda, you might want to leave this diaper bag outside. It might be full of bugs and other things, and you might want to leave it outside, let it air out, and I'm sure that was heartbreaking for her. I can't speak to her experience. She does in the book, but to me, to hear that as a father, as a man, we have to do better.
Man,
and Isaiah House has stepped up to do that.
Man,
Yeah.
That's awesome work that they're doing. I had no idea that there was such a void in the way that's all handled. I would have never imagined that a child would be, just taken like, all right, just go hang out in this office now.
Sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
You're lucky if they have a waiting room that you can sleep on the uncomfortable waiting chairs or something,
Yeah, I was trying to think of the one word that really summarizes it, and you just hit uncomfortable. Like, there's nothing like cozy or like just laying on a couch, like watching cartoons or something. It's probably sitting
And
in,
these
yeah.
Yeah, these volunteers bring them in. They ask, "What's your favorite meal?" If they say McDonald's, someone's running to McDonald's to get that food for
Right.
them.
That's
If
cool.
they say sushi, someone's running to the local sushi joint to get sushi for 'em. Some of them are like, I haven't I love to cook and I haven't been able to cook at home. We haven't had food in the house for a long time. I just want to cook a meal, and they'll open up their kitchen and buy whatever ingredients they want. And let them cook that food there. They give them new clothes. They give them luggage to go to the next place with. They equip the foster family that they are heading to be successful with the transition. And that has to arguably be the worst day of any child's life. And for someone to step in on that day and say, "We're here. You're not alone. You matter." It's just, I can't think of a better cause.
Man, that's a huge deal for that kid. Huge
you-
deal to have someone, waiting for him essentially, to at least give him a hug,
Yeah,
give
for
him
sure.
something of some sort of reassurance when that I just can't imagine how that would all go down in a child's mind. So that's
It's
good work.
it's something that we hope never has to happen, but it's a unfortunate reality that it does. And because it does, we have to be there to fill the gap. We have to step up and say, and that's why we call it Villains Step Up. We step up to fill the gap, just like Isaiah House. Their signature is a red door. If you go to Isaiah House 117 House, you'll see their logo. Their signature thing is a red door, and that is a symbol of welcome. Of hospitality in other cultures, European cultures and things like that. They've adopted that. Every Isaiah house has a red door. It's a white house with a red door. And I mean, I can't imagine, if I was a child, that has to be the most beautiful sight I've ever seen, to see a red door in front of me after what just happened, what just occurred at my own home. So
Yeah,
an amazing charity. You're right. I saw that. Someone said it
Yeah,
was an amazing charity.
dude, amazing.
Amazing charity. Yeah.
yeah, you really sold it. Like I mean, just the way you described everything was like just really kind of, I mean, not that I knew what it was about, but you really explained everything really well and really in a captivating way. But as Jeff Harris says, unfortunately, not all foster homes are good places. Many people do it for the income, and I mean, I've personally known and worked for people that just were rifling foster kids through just to collect the checks, and I just that is a hard situation to witness
That
too.
is that is a hard situation to witness, and hopefully we can do something about that in the future. But the day one, those few hours after those kids are removed, before they go to that other home that may just be doing it for the income, before they go to a government office, Isaiah House steps in and says, "We are here and we love you and you will be safe here." And I can't think of a better thing to support. If we can ever figure out how to fix all those other problems, sign me up.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
have 12 beer competitions. We'll have one every month.
There you go.
We'll change things. Let's figure it out. But right now, these guys are here and they're present and they're doing something about what they can. So
Yeah, I love it. And Chris says exactly. He said he can tell that Tim feels this charity in his heart. It's extremely inspiring. I agree with Chris.
It's a funny story. Last year, we supported Isaiah House at the 5-year as well, and it was when they mentioned all this stuff. When we chose to do Sevier County this year, last year we did Johnston City, because our chapter goes from Johnson City all the way down to Knoxville. We cover a wide area, and we generally move our anniversary event and support a local chapter or a local charity for that within the chapter. And then we have an event every June that's called Knoxvillans, and we do that for the Autism Society. So, Beards for Autism a minute ago, you couldn't see me, but I was applauding those guys. What a great cause for that too. I mean, but when they told me those stories up there, and then they said, "We're going to do it in Sevier County this year," I was like, amazing. That's awesome. And then I became charity director. And I now learned that the Isaiah House is actually like 3 blocks from my own home. Like it's it's something I can drive by. I can see the teenagers out there and playing basketball without care, just being in a safe space finally, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. The Sevier County home, they take in other ones from around the other surrounding counties if they can. And it really does have a special place in my heart. I wear the Isaiah band every day to remind me, of why I'm working so hard, why we're trying to do what we do and raise so much money for such a worthy cause. So.
And will they be at your event?
They will be. When you come through the doors into the brewery, I'm actually in the brewery where the event's going to be. It's pretty open right now, but this will be full with stages and tables and vendors and all kinds of stuff right now. Right now it's pretty empty, but that day, full of people. And they're going to be the first booth you see after you pass the registration table. They're going to have stuff here with volunteers to talk to you. If you have questions, how can I help? That's my life motto. How can I help?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's the average, or these might be questions you don't know, but I'm just asking them because they're kind of popping up in my head. But the age bracket of the kids that are there, and about how many kids they house at the facility at one time.
Okay, so each individual Isaiah house does have a different capacity, and of course it's dependent on the needs of the community. As to the children that they serve. But it is literally everyone from newborns to 17-year-old children, who are taken from those homes. There's, if you go to their Amazon wish list and you look on there at each individual chapter or each individual Isaiah house, and you look at their individual Amazon wish list, you can see that they have needs from child seats, child safety seats to send the child home, a newborn home with 2 razors. And I don't know why anyone would use a razor, but these are kids.
They don't know any better.
Yeah, they don't know any better yet. Yeah, but to razors or the ever popular Stanley tumblers, things like that. Things that these kids come in and they would have never had a chance to have in their previous home. And Isaiah says, we're going to help you. We're going to give you the things that you have not been able to have, and just lavishly love on you, sit here with you, be with you, and help you on this journey. Start the journey off on the best foot possible.
Gosh, this sounds so great.
You've completely sold everyone on the charity. Yeah. Sold, Tim. Congratulations.
All right. Hey.
So there's this great charity. Let's talk about the event that you are putting together, and so we know the purpose. So let's talk about the vessel.
Yeah, let's talk about this venue that you're showing off right now. It's a beautiful space behind you. So we're just going to fill that space, huh? That's the plan?
This whole space will be filled. There'll be a stage over here, vendors over in the corner, tables. You can't see it right now, but in front of me, where I'm actually in the brewery space itself, where Iron Forge makes all of their great beers. In front of me is 5 to 6 bay windows that look into this space with a full dining room and a bar. And these guys they've not quite been open a year, but they heard about what we wanted to do and they stepped up and volunteered the space. They take great care of their staff. They want to be a member of the community and take a great care of the community. They have an amazing beer garden. If you're here in Tennessee in the summer, 2 fire pits, cornhole, just sunshades everywhere. Like, you can't ask for a more serene and enjoyable area. 2 minutes off of the Parkway, 2 minutes off of the hustle and bustle of Pigeon Forge.
Is all that going to be available on Saturday, or is all that kind of closed off because it's winter time? Or
No, it's going to be open. It's going to be open to the public. We've invited tons of people, tons of members of the community to this. We've had flyers out for multiple months now, and the weather, hopefully it's going to cooperate. Today we had a little bit of a flooding issue, but not here, not at the location. And there we go. My string keeps kicking into sleep mode. But yeah, we're gonna have all that open. It should be a beautiful 40-something, about like in Texas right now. 40-something degrees for the high of that day. and of course we're inside for the majority of the event. But that outside brewery with those fire pits, or beer garden with those fire pits, are going to be available to people. They're going to have drink specials they've set up specific for the day. Rainey and Audrey and Eris and Edgy, the four owners of this place, they are amazing. They have gone above and beyond to give us full run of the facility, whatever we need to raise as much money for this charity as possible.
So you mentioned while we were talking before the show, there potentially going to be keg rolling and maybe stein hoisting at this event as well.
There will definitely be stein hoisting at this competition as well. Keg rolling and some. Hoisting. Oh yeah, stein hoisting. So the owners are from Brazil, and there's a large German influence there. They actually had an award-winning brewery in Brazil that they sold off. They moved up here because they loved the area. They wanted to be a part of this community as well, and they opened this facility here where they brew their own beers. There's not going to be any Bud Light, guys. I'm sorry. There's not going to be any Miller Lite. It's all Iron Forge brews, but they do have a full bar behind there as well. But everything you can see is made right behind me. Everything you're going to taste is made right here on location. And these guys are just awesome. I mean, they stepped up, and part of that Brazilian culture coming from the German history is a lot of the words and things like that. So signs, I've got my sign right here, Vienna Lager. It's delicious, and they've got about 12 or 13 other beers on tap, plus, like I said, a full bar. But the stein hoisting is something that comes out of the German Oktoberfest games. So that's actually an Oktoberfest stein, and they have like a nail driving. I'm not sure the correct German word on that, so I don't want to misspeak on it. But it's like a you line up, I line up, and let's see who can drive this nail into the wood first. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have that outside just for fun. And we're gonna set up a little obstacle course. You're gonna have to roll a keg while you're holding a pipe. You got to roll that keg around you got to roll those things around it, and when you get to the end, hey, maybe he did it faster, or maybe you did it faster, but he had more beer. I'm not sure 100% of the rules. They know all that stuff. They're going to be handling a lot of that.
So it's going to be an action-packed day for sure.
Absolutely. We've got a live band that starts off at 11:30. He'll be playing till 1:30. Mike Snodgrass, great solo artist, a local artist. Beautiful beard that he has. I mean, it's all about the beard, and it's all about fun, and it's all about the charity this day. The more fun people have, the more they tend to get in here and feel free and want to give and just experience this. And I think if we can facilitate that, we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and if you're providing entertainment too, like you're keeping people interested and captivated and involving them in all the events that are going on, it makes everyone feel like more comfortable. They have a better time. They are more giving. So let's talk about categories. I mean, obviously we have multiple categories. What kind of categories are we having for this?
Okay, so we're actually going to have 9 categories at this point. I might be off on that a little bit, but I can tell you for sure we have 1 to 3, the business beard, the traditional thing like that. 4 to 6, 4 to 8. I got to look at my notes here. 9 to 12, we're going to do an over 12 category. We're going to have a full beard with styled mustache category. We're going to do partial beard. We're going to have a kids creative, and this is one of the first events I know of that Smoky Mountains has, where we're going to provide craft material and things for the children that are available here, because it is family friendly and inclusive. We're going to provide craft materials for them to build a beard.
I love that.
And they're going to be able to do their own thing and then get up there on stage and participate in it. So
yes, that when I was earlier about the age bracket of kids that the Isaiah houses and how many kids were there, that was going to be one of the things I was going to bring up, how cool it would be if some of the kids that were there came to this event and were able to like construct a beard and actually participate in the event, not just as someone watching, but as someone that was involved in it too. So that's really cool.
Sure, and I don't know the logistics of that with the
Yeah.
legalities and everything of them moving them around and stuff. But I agree. I think it would be amazing to have children who are literally being served and loved on by Isaiah House to be at the event and see, you know, there's going to be hundreds of people here ready to give you a hug and let you know that you're not alone,
So
that you're not by yourself.
with your categories, I know some events have a special like specific category to their event. Do you have any type of like a different category that might not be at another event, like something that like you guys specifically made for yours?
So I think we do. I've not seen it in any other ones. I forgot to mention the Whisk Arena. Everyone's familiar with that as well, and the freestyle category as well. But the kids creative, and then we also have a champions category. We call it the champions. It is we say for our VIPs who have mental or physical disabilities, and those folks who, whether they have a beard or not, who just want to be out and participate, can come in and enjoy the company and the camaraderie of that as well. So we're going to have a champions category again this year, and hopefully we have a couple of people that show up. I know a lot of guys in our chapter do work with people who are served by different community organizations, mostly adults, I believe they serve, but and they tend to bring them to the events as well because they spend all this time with the person, and the person wants to know what is it like for this guy, what is it like for him, and they bring him along to the events because it is, like I said, inclusive. It's open to the public, family friendly. We're going to have we'll have all kinds of everyone from every walk of life here. And that's the great thing about Pigeon Forge is we're a melting pot within a melting pot. Everyone from 2/3 of the United States, east of the Rockies, is within a day's drive of the Smoky Mountains. You can get here. So
and Pigeon Forge is super cool. Anyway, just even without just being an excuse to come to a beard event, just an excuse to come to Pigeon Forge and a beard event. So you can make a whole weekend out of it.
You certainly can. We're going to have the meet and greet Friday night here at Iron Forge. We won't be in this actual area. We'll still be staging all this and setting it up, but in the dining room from 5 to close.
Yeah, 5 to close.
That'll start at 5 to close. We'll have that going on over here, and like I said, there'll be drink specials all weekend. There'll be food specials all weekend. The Smash Burger here, guys. I know everyone says I've got a great Smash Burger. Yeah. The Smash Burger here is amazing. And we're not in Nashville, but this is probably the best Nashville hot chicken I've ever had outside of Nashville. Here.
I hear it's way better in Pigeon Forge than it is in Nashville. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Well, we can spice it up a little bit more. I got to talk some trash to our 3-star villains guys. I think our Nashville hot is hotter than your Nashville hot.
Wow.
If you disagree, yeah, bring me some Hattie B's. Bring me some Princes because we've got those. I want to see what you guys got.
Jeez, I'd take that piece of chicken and shove it in their eye.
Yeah, that would probably
give them something to cry about.
Hey, and while we're riffing on cities here, Nashville, I got to address the Cleveland thing. You guys, I was giving thumbs up. I'm a Buckeye. I mean, I'm from Ohio. I've transplanted down here. I'm from originally from Ironton and lived in Lima. I met my wife who in Ohio, everything. A lot of the family still right outside of Cleveland. I was actually a videographer for television when LeBron was in high school.
Oh, wow.
So I used to go to his high school games. When he left Cleveland, I'm done. I was thumbs down on LeBron, not Cleveland.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So how did you feel?
To LeBron, I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. If you want to come here and extract your revenge on me in person, that's great. It'll cost you $20 each.
So were you a fan of LeBron when he came back, or were you still booing LeBron? Or did you forgive him?
He left, no forgiveness for me. It's like I'm always going to be an Indians fan. I'll never be a Guardians fan.
Oh, here we
All
go.
right.
We got some people breaking down your categories. So,
Uh-oh.
and Andrew Matson says, so where does someone with an 8.5-inch beard compete if it's 4 to 8 and 8 to 12? Or
They
what
can't
about
compete, Andrew.
only mustaches? Just clarifying for the people that are watching.
Okay, so I like to say we follow powerlifting rules, and I was because I was a power lifter, and I was always watching my weight. I was always how much am I over? How much am I under? Look, if you're 3 1/4, you're 4. You
There you
know,
go.
anything under 3 1/4, I'll let you slide back to 3. 3 1/4 or higher, you're in the 4 to 8. We're going to round up. So make sure when you're trimming it up, when you're getting it styled, you got it exactly where you want. Because
If you're a little over, you're going to the next one.
millimeters. Exactly.
What about mustache? Do you have a mustache category?
We don't have a mustache category. We do have a styled mustache with full beard category. We haven't ever had a lot of competitors that enter into mustache only.
Well, that's a typical villains thing, though, because most of the guys are
we
beard
are
guys,
the
though,
bearded
right?
villains,
Yeah.
right? We're the bearded villains, not the
Not the
mustache
mustached
villains.
villain. So,
Yeah,
hypothetically, a
Dudley
mustache
Do Right.
person,
You know,
hypothetically, a mustache person shows up. What category would you put them in?
I would put them in freestyle.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean,
Mustache guys, if you're going to show up, you need to
the most, freestyle.
your
It's
best.
the most all-encompassing of categories. So
Thankfully, you
I
didn't
think
put
that'd
them
be
in,
awesome.
with the partial beards. God.
No, I mean, we say full beard with styled mustache or partial beard. I mean, I think a beard from ear to ear. The mustache is a separate thing. So you could rock a beard without a mustache, just like you can rock a mustache without a beard. No hate on the mustache, guys. I wish I could do more with mine. I think it'd be awesome, but I wasn't gifted with that. So
We've got. Go ahead, Scott.
Nope. I think you were going to exactly go where I was going to go. So,
so we got the venue. We've got charity. We've talked about weather. We've got a Friday night event. We've talked about Stein hoisting. Who is going to be the master of ceremonies for this event? To kind of keep it all chugging along on Saturday.
Yeah, so we've got a great MC. His name's Miles, and he's from Johnson City. We work with a charity that he does every year with the Tailor Made Barbershop in Johnson City. When we do like a back to school school supply drive, where we show up and we make sure that all the kids have the backpacks, the pencils, everything, and it's like a big block party.
Cool.
Miles is super energetic. You guys are going to love Miles. I mean, this guy takes it to 11. If we're using Spinal Tap references, some people might not get that, but yeah, this guy takes it to 11. He is all about it. And I mean, you got to watch him too. He'll bid on some auction stuff in the middle of it. He wants something. He's just as much of a part of it as anyone else. He really gets into it. So Miles has been our MC for our last 2 events. He's coming back and joining us again this year for the Villain Step Up 6th anniversary. And we're super glad to have him. He has a shop in Johnson City called Vintage Avenue Clothing, where he does a lot of retro style, urban style clothing and stuff like that. But man, you're not going to find a better dude than Miles. I just wish he'd grow his beard a little longer and then he'd join our group. Come on, Miles. That's what we're working on. Miles. Come on, Miles. Yeah, that's what we're working on.
Speaking of Spinal Tap, I believe they're in pre-production of Spinal Tap 2 right now.
Who's going to be the drummer?
Who knows? That'd be funny.
Sykora. Right? There'll be like 6 of them.
Yeah.
Tom Sykora. Yeah, there you go. Scott Sykora. There you go.
All right. So MCs, let's talk about judges. Who do you have as judges?
All right. So for judges, we've got 3 judges. The Isaiah House is sending one of their representatives. It's either going to be April or Mallory, who works specifically here at the Isaiah 117 House in Sevier County. April or Mallory are going to be here. Also, Audrey DeBull, who is one of the owners of Iron Forge, he stepped up and said he would like to participate in that. So we're going to give him a chance. And he wants to grow a beard, but his wife won't let him. But maybe this will be the catalyst.
There it
how
is.
it is. And then finally we have Landon. Landon is from one of our sponsors, the Mad Hatter Barber Company. And so he knows all about the different trims, the cuts, everything like that. Mad Hatter Barber in Pigeon Forge this is the second event they've sponsored for us. The second event they've sent a judge, and we couldn't be more happy to be partners with them, and really all of our sponsors. Local Goat is, if you guys get here in town early, you want a great meal, go to Local Goat. I have to plug Mellow Mushroom because I own that, but Local Goat's probably your better meal. We've got Patriot Peddler, who does a lot of veterans and Americana type stuff on the island. Got Black Orchid 2 Tattoo, Old Time Photo, Black Rifle Coffee Company. Chris not only sponsored us from Black Rifle Coffee Company, he also sponsored us from his Old Time Photos store. So he's a double sponsor. He said, we love Isaiah House so much, we want to step up twice and give that to you guys. We've got our t-shirt producers, Threads, that have given us a great discount as a sponsorship, and Flying Panda Beverages, which is a local vodka-based cocktail in a can beverage company started by a lady who was a University of Tennessee graduate and a bartender. And she said, oh, we want to make an all-natural ingredient cocktail in a can that they actually support wildlife. But when I reached out to her and said, do you want to be a part of this? She said, absolutely. So they're giving us tons of Flying Panda's products to sell that day. And every cent from Flying Panda that is sold that day is going straight to the Isaiah House. So, great group of sponsors that we've got here this year. Couldn't be happier to be working with every one of them. Pigeon Forge has a lot of people that really do step up. If you remember the fires from years ago, it's Appalachia. We take care of our own. And these guys, these small businesses have really stepped up and said, we want to be a part of this. We want to make sure that we change the way that foster care begins in Sevier County.
Yeah,
and they deserve a huge round of applause, for doing that, really making all this happen. And of course, Iron Forge for donating the space and everything, the staff, to make the event even happen. So
I love all the local support you got for this event, and all the sponsors and the brewery donating the space.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like that it's all the community coming together to support a charity that's local to
absolutely. And and it's not just the community. For vendor purposes, we're gonna have Honest Amish here. We are going to have the Chattanooga Beard Company here. We're going to have a local place called local beard care company called Coulis. They like to garnish the beard, Coulis. I have to remember that, not Coulis, but it's French. Coulis Beard Company out of Knoxville. And we have a group out of Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania. One of the brothers has his own company as well. He's bringing the Irish Bear Beard Care down here. We have Hinderless 22, which is a veteran suicide group, coming up to be a vendor that we've worked with in the past. And it's just amazing. The outpouring that everyone has given to this over the past 4 or 5 months of trying to put this together, I rarely encountered a no.
And that's the way it
I had a lot of we'll think about it, but I rarely encountered a no. But these guys were the first to say yes, absolutely. So we just want to say thank you to them for supporting us and supporting Isaiah House. So hopefully we put on a great event for you guys.
There's no hopefully, it will be a great event. Everything that you've shared with us tonight has completely, unfortunately, I wish I could be there, but this sounds like a definitely one of the premier events so far of this year. Tim, this just sounds like such a fantastic weekend of great fun and adventure for everyone that's going to be there. So
that's what we try to do. We try to make it an experience for everyone. We're going to have the live raffle or the live auctions. We're going to have raffle prizes and stuff going on throughout the day. It's awesome. The trophies are all hand etched, brewery themed trophies. I think I got one here. Hold on.
Let's see this thing real quick.
So this is one of the Oktoberfest steins that the first place will win. It's hand etched. I got to learn how the camera moves backwards, but you can see it's got the Villains Step Up logo on it. And first place up here. Second place will have like an Irish coffee style, like a 14-ounce Irish coffee that you can mix some liquor in. Third place gets a regular coffee cup. Of course, there's going to be some products and things like that are being donated by some of our vendors and things that'll be going along with those to really make it, we can't give cash prizes. We're not that type of, but we want all the cash to go to the Isaiah House, so that's great. Thanks to Honest Amish, thanks to Chattanooga Beer Company for stepping up and providing some extra prizes and things like that. And in addition to the trophy, Best of Show is going to get a custom growler in green glass that has the Villain Step Up on it.
Wow.
And Iron Forge is going to fill that growler for you before you leave. So growler and free beer. I mean,
full
wow.
of $100 bills.
Oh. Yeah, full of $100 bills.
Full. Yeah, slam full of $100 bills. My gosh, Tim. I mean, we could probably keep going on and on about everything you have planned for this event. I'm sure you have just a host of raffles and the
sure.
specific.
I'll show you one more thing. I know you're running out of time. I'm going to show you one more thing. This is a great prize that we got. Just if you're curious about a lot of the raffle prizes and auction prizes.
I mean, this is just a taste of some of the auction items.
This is just a taste.
Just
exactly.
Don't put it in your mouth when you.
No, it doesn't taste good. It's been sweated in because this is actually a game-worn NFL jersey from Aaron Lynch of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was a fifth-round pick in 2014 by the San Francisco 49ers. Played in Chicago as well. Ended his career with them. But you can see if I get a little closer, it's got the Villain Step Up on it. Little message from him right there. And of course, his autograph. We've got pictures to authenticate that this came from him. This alone, I mean, if you have any love of sports, this right here, you should be salivating right now. This is awesome. Nice you don't get a chance to have an authentic NFL jersey in your possession, much less one that's signed by the actual player very often. So we're super thankful to him too. Thank you, Aaron. You guys, you really stepped up for that. So we appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, you're welcome. Tim, thank you for coming on.
Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate you very much for having me on, and appreciate all your involvement, everything you're doing for the bearded community all the time. It was a pleasure.
Well, we appreciate you, and you are always anytime you have an event, please hit us up. You are always welcome to come back. We encourage you to do as many events as possible and be a guest here with us.
Excellent. I will definitely keep tuning in because I love hearing about everything, seeing what's going on, and maybe I'll catch you guys out there at an event that's not local to me, but with you guys.
Awesome.
Maybe I'll see you in Cleveland. We just can't go to a Cavs game.
Heck no, man.
You go to the Browns game or something.
Yeah, hey, Browns-Lions. That's going to be the Super Bowl this year. You heard it here first.
Yeah, speaking of which,
right now.
And another side note, I saw the little clip on your hat. Did you hear the big news today?
No, I did not. I've been fighting a flood here all day.
Oh, so they just announced that the Mandalorian, they're doing a feature film, Mandalorian and Grogu feature film, Star Wars is. And they just announced season 2 of Ahsoka. So
I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
Yes.
All breaking Star Wars news today.
Breaking Star Wars. And then you brought up Baby Yoda, but the real name, and then my cat started freaking out because that's my cat's name.
Is your cat's name Grogu?
It is.
Excellent. Well, guys, thank you again. Much love. Really appreciate everything you guys do for the whole bearded community. It's about awareness. It's about promoting, without shows like this and guys doing what you guys do, a lot of it would fall on deaf ears. We wouldn't have near the participation or involvement that we do. So please keep up the great work. And thank you from the Bearded Villains to Talking Beards.
Thank you very much, Tim. I mean, that's what we're here for, man. We're just want everybody to go do all the good stuff and help all the organizations, and everybody just go do beard stuff because it's amazing. And
Yeah, you don't have to be a member of the Villains or a different what the Ponographer, whatever the Nashville place.
Yeah, the
The
one
one
you
you
can't
said, or
spell.
the Nashville Beard Club. Yeah. So you don't have to be a member of specifically all that
Nope.
stuff to do good. All you have to do good is wake up and try.
There you go.
And
Go be a good person.
go be a good person. Good thoughts,
Tim,
good deeds, good actions.
I love it, man. Thank you for
Love
coming
you,
on, my
man.
friend.
Thank
I
you
will
very
see you in
much.
a couple days.
All right.
Best of
Excellent.
luck,
You
Tim.
guys have a great evening.
You
You
too.
too. Man, that was amazing.
That Tim Mullens guy, he is a gem.
Gosh, chock full of information. He really sold everything about this event. If anybody is on the fence about going to this thing, coming up this Saturday, Pigeon Forge at the Iron Forge Brewing Company right there in town. It's going to be an all-day event on Saturday. They're holding steins. There'll be bands. There'll be keg rolling. There's food.
Beard competitions.
There's even a beard competition there. There's all the stuff going on. But man, this is shaping up to looking like an amazing event, and I'm way more excited now than I was. Not that I wasn't excited, but he definitely hyped up the event for sure.
He's a good hype man for sure.
Yeah, man, I liked it. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the show. Thank you for everybody for watching and everybody that tuned in and commented. It's nice when the guests know the details of the competition and are prepared. Yeah, John Abraham, maybe next time when you come on, you could also be prepared.
You could be that guy.
You could take notes, John Abraham. Come on our show and eat dog food next time. Don't just talk about it. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and whatever. It's Twitter, but it's X, and no one cares. And we had some people watch on Instagram tonight. 3 people, I think. That's pretty good. Oh, there's 3 currently watching. I don't know how the Instagram works, but thank you for anybody that watched us on Instagram too, because that experiment happened. Go ahead, Scott.
It happened. And I'm Scott Sykora. Thank you guys for watching. Find out more information by going to talkingbeards.com. You can subscribe to the podcast, and you can check out old episodes if you want to learn more about what we do and all the different clubs and events that we support. Like I said, just go to talkingbeards.com. Follow us over on all the social media, and we greatly appreciate you tuning in every week and being here and participating in the chat room and showing the love and support to all of our guests. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight.
That's it. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye.